Welcome back to FM Story. In the last episode, we began season 6 of the South American Glory Hunt to save our second season with Vélez, and we started the season brilliantly. However, in the last game of the episode, we capitulated and lost 3-1 away at Talares. We look like we've run out of gas, which is a bit of a problem, seeing as we've got another 18 games left in the league before we get to the end of that stage of the season. We need to get back on the horse and get some wins under our belt, and quickly, if we're going to challenge for the title. If we do have 3 games in hand, and if we do win those, that would send us top of the table. But we need to be a lot better than we were in that last game. So without further ado, let's get into the action. We are at the end of April and we've got a big game coming up in the league at home against River Plate. We ended the last episode with a pretty horrible 3-1 defeat away at Talares, but since then we've bounced back pretty well. We started with a 3-1 victory at home against Gimnasia. We beat Atletico Rafaela 3-0 away from home. We drew 3-3 in the Copa Libertadores with Universidad de Chile. We beat Newell's Old Boys 1-0. We won 2-0 away from home against Independiente. We hammered Huracan 6-2 at home, despite having Rodrigo de Paul sent off in the second half. We then won 3-0 away against Independiente del Valle in the Copa Libertadores, before 4-1 victories against Banfield and a 5-2 victory against Defensa y Justicia in our last game. What it means going into the game against River Plate is we actually have hit the top of the table on goal difference ahead of Talares. We still have a game in hand on Talares, and things are going pretty well. Matias Saru, who we signed from Talares halfway through last season, has been outstanding. Manuel Monaco as well. So things are going well in the league. And the Copa Libertadores, we were already guaranteed to be in the knockout stages. We're already guaranteed to finish top of the group. We've got 1 game left, and obviously, hopefully, we can end the group stage with an unbeaten record, but safely through to the knockout stages. And now we need to concentrate on the league. Obviously, we are missing, as you can see there, Manuel Monaco, who's been outstanding for us through injury, but everyone else is available. No suspensions, no injuries. So hopefully we can pick up 3 points at home. So this is the side we've selected for the game against River Plate. Aside from obviously missing Manuel Monaco, everyone else is available. So we've got pretty much our full strength team out. We've gone with Rodrigo de Paul instead of Manuel Monaco in that central midfield. And hopefully home advantage counts for us. Not a lot happening early on in this game. We're 15 minutes in and we didn't have a shot. I mean, it's a very quiet first half. We've not had a highlight yet. And there we are, half-time 0-0. We've not seen a highlight in the whole game. They've had 5 shots, none of them on target. We've had 2 shots, none of them on target. I mean, at least we're not losing, but we need to be a lot better than this. All right, we've sent the same team out to start the second half, and we'll give them 10-15 minutes to see if we can get anything before we change anything, but they've got to throw deep in our half. Caceres wins it back. Finds Petrasso, who strides forward and goes wide to Aguirre, down the line to Taborda. He loses out. And they've gone back to the goalkeeper. And they've played it long. The first highlight we've seen in the game is one of our players getting sent off for an absolutely wild lunge. Right, we'll bring Blanco on for one of the midfielders. But yeah, we might need to change a few things. Let's see how this goes for now. Right, Felipao with the goal kick for us goes long. And they've got the ball. Let's try to play the ball over the top. Escudero wins ahead at Aguirre. Finds Rodrigo de Paul. He loses out. And now they're in behind our midfield, but Vega gets back to win it. Back to Blanco, into the box. He's still going, squares it. Somehow they let him get the ball back. He squares it for Barreto, puts us 1-0 up on the hour. And now we're going to have to hold on, I think, for the last half hour of this game. But Blanco just drives into the box. Looks like he's lost it. The defender dwells on it. Blanco gets it, squares it away from the keeper. Barreto taps it in, and that's 1-0. Right, we've made a couple of changes. We've taken off the front man, moved Barreto out to the right, and brought on Espinosa and Freire in the midfield. And hopefully we can just shut the game down a bit. They've got a throw though. Into the box. And Felipao turns it over for a corner. Corner comes into the near post. We've got a head on it. It's still alive for them. We've got a tackle in. Espinosa now brings it clear into the last 10 minutes. All right, we've lost Matias Saru to injury, so we're dropping everyone back. We're into injury time. Can we hang on for the 3 points here? And there we are, full-time, 1-0 victors. We didn't play very well. We had a player sent off for a ridiculous lunge, but we've ground out the 3 points and kept ourselves top of the table. We've played 3 games since the game against River. Things haven't gone well, or haven't gone as well as we would have hoped. And now we've got another big home game, this time against Boca. So immediately after the game against River, we had the last game in the group stage of the Copa Libertadores where we hammered Guarani 5-2 to secure our spot at the top of the group and into the knockout stages of the Copa Libertadores. We then went away to Platense and just were dreadful. We ended up losing 2-1, and the only goal we got was a late goal from Giovanni Simeone. But we did bounce back with the game in hand that we had, winning 2-0 away at Sarmiento, which means going into the game against Boca, we are back to the top of the table. We are level on points with Talares. We have all played the same number of games now at the top of the table. And we are top by virtue of the fact that we've got a better goal difference of 3 goals. Obviously, Boca are third currently. So this is going to be a tough game. Hopefully, we can make it a bit more comfortable than the game against River Plate. But really, if we're going to have a chance of winning the title, we probably need to pick up 3 points here to keep ourselves at the top of the table. So this is this team we're going for the game against Boca. Escudero's struggling in terms of the number of games he's played, so we've gone with Ferrari and Petrasso at the back. Mikan's back from his suspension. We're a bit light on bodies in midfield because Sarui's injured. Monaco's just coming back from injury and not ready to start. So we've gone with Rodrigo de Paul, Caceres and Espinosa, and then the first choice front three of Taborda, Vega and Barreto. So we've got a 4-3-3, they've got a 4-2-3-1, and if we're going to get anything from this game, it's going to be key to keep Morales quiet because he's jointly the top goal scorer in the league this season. Right, not much has happened to start the first half. We had quite a bit of possession in the first opening 10 minutes, so they've got the ball in our half now. And they've got it into the box, squared it. They've hit the post. And we've just about got away with that one, although they've still got the ball. But thankfully nothing comes of it. That was far too easy the way they got in behind. Right, a corner for us. Vega takes it. It's up in the air. Petrasso back to Gaston Espinosa. He's only starting because of the injuries to Monaco and Saru. And he has fired that into the far corner. Vega's corner comes in. It's headed up in the air. Petrasso just lays it back, and Espinosa hits it first time, arrows it into the top corner, and puts us 1-0 in front. Vega down the left, looking for Brito in the middle. It's been cut out. They go back to the keeper. And now they try to pass it out. Andrade down the left for them. Gets to the byline, into Fernandez in the box, squares it. And somehow Mikan's managed to block that, and it's gone behind for a corner. In-swinger for them. And thankfully it's headed behind for another corner. Every time they come forward, we seem to be struggling to defend it. It's still alive. Shot's blocked, and we've hammered it up to the halfway line. Espinosa gives the ball away. Vega wins it back though, and he's in behind the fullback into the box. Still going. And he just didn't cross it, he didn't shoot, and in the end he was run off it. And now they've brought it clear. And we're not getting anywhere near them. We're not putting any pressure on them. They're free just to knock it about. And they're in behind. And thankfully, Filipao keeps Morales out. The corner comes into the near post. It's blocked on the post. And goes behind for another corner. Another in-swinger. This time we get clear to the edge of the area, but it's still alive. Good tackle in the box. And then Filipao turns it behind for a corner, and basically we are under the cosh here. A corner for them. It's flicked onto the far post, and thankfully it goes wide and out for a goal kick. And there we are, half-time, 1-0 up. And to be perfectly honest, I think we're very lucky to have managed to make it in to half-time with that lead. We are a bit all over the place. And they probably should have had 2 or 3. Right, so we've made some changes at half-time. We've brought fresh legs on in the full-back areas because we've struggled a bit there. And we've brought Simeone on as a target up front instead of Brito, who had a pretty poor first half. Very little happening in the start of the second half as well. Arroyo with a throw for us. Back to Ferrari. He's given it away. And now they're going to attack. Andrade. Arroyo wins it. Finds Ferrari. Arroyo to DePaul. To border infield to Caceres. DePaul again. To border breaking into the box. Still has it. Fires it across the keeper, and somewhat against the run of play, we've managed to double our lead. Made it 2-0. So DePaul plays it to Border, who looks to play in Simeone. The defender gets a touch on it, but it comes back to Border, and he beats the keeper from close range. Right, we brought some fresh legs on in the midfield to try and help see this game out. But now we've lost Simeone to injury. And we've already made all 5 substitutions. So now we're going to have to hang on for the last 10 minutes with 10 men into injury time. And there we are, full time 2-0. And somehow, despite them having the better chances, particularly in that first half, we've come away with a 2-0 victory to keep us at the top of the table. And that was a big, big victory in the end. I mean, you see, like, Filipao was man of the match. Arroyo, Ferrari, Petrasso put in great performances in the defence. We've kind of got a bit lucky with that one, but we'll take it. And there we are, the end of another episode, and we're approaching the midway point of season 6 of this save. And with 7 games left to go in the league, we are top of the table on goal difference by 2 goals from Talares. It looks like it's going to go right down to the wire, and if we drop any more points, it might be curtains for the title bid. Join us next time to see if we can win that title. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.